The Grave of Fireflies is a 1988 Studio Ghibli film that hit Netflix last year and it exploded with popularity. Like a lot of people was hitting me up on TikTok, was like, "Yo, review this movie," and I was like, you know what? I like the Studio Ghibli movies I've seen: Princess Mononoke, Spirited Away, My Neighbor Totoro, Howl's Moving Castle, but I haven't actually sat down and watched Grave of Fireflies. And the reason being is because I don't really do drama that much. Like I have to be in the mood to sit down and like actually watch drama, comedy, sci-fi, action, horror, whatever. I'm even psychological thrillers. I'm first thing smoking. I'm there. But when it comes to like something that's just like specifically focused on drama, something like terrible tragedies, relationship issues, it doesn't make me want to sit down and watch it because I don't like feeling sad most of the time. I don't want to watch something that intentionally makes me sad. I have to be in the mood for that. So last night I was in the mood for it, and I was like, you know what? I just got finished watching The King of Thorns, which is an interesting movie in itself. And I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and watch Grave of Fireflies. It's like 1:30 in the morning. I'm like, shit, let's do it. It's an hour 30. I thought it was like a 2 hour movie, to be honest with you, but it's only like an hour 30. So I was like, all right, bet. And it is not what I expected at all. I mean, it's sad, very sad, and just the wartime itself is horrific, and the images of bodies on top of bodies and them burning and them being terrified for air raids, and it's a very, very emotional time. I mean, it's war. It's war. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing happy about it. Like, people were trying to find peace within this terrible situation and their country and being prideful and all that stuff. All those themes in this movie is horrific. But focusing on Seto, the main character, and Setsuko, which is the real tragic story, the 4-year-old little sister, them losing their mom, moving in with their aunt, and eventually being on their own, and their the unfortunate of them losing their lives because of malnutrition and just being, being in poverty and not having them dying alone was terrible. It's a terrible story. But that Seto, I just couldn't help but feel like I know him. I've seen this story before. I've seen this story play out. I got cousins who act like him. I got not friends, but like associates or people that I went to high school who act like him. Like, this is a hood lesson. This is a hood story to me. Being so prideful, being so stubborn that you put yourself in this situation and you don't want to swallow your pride to go back to admit that you was wrong, and you try to get it how you live, get it at the mud, and it didn't work. And I understand he's a 14-year-old. Hell, 14-year-old in wartime. It's just one of those things that's like, damn, bro. Like, you could have made it. You could have stayed where you were. This could be a hood lesson for all my youngins out there. Everybody who under 20 years old, hell, maybe under 25-year-old, how this film can help you in today's time. And yes, he's 14 years old. He felt like he was doing his own. He felt like nobody had his back, but he was missing all the lessons, all the opportunities that the town was giving him because of his stubbornness. And I read somewhere where somebody said that was like an allegory for Japan's stubbornness in the war, how they could have been surrendered. I get that. I understand that. But there's people in today's time who act just like this now. You know, get what I'm saying? Like, they have this whole mindset of, I gotta get it out the mud. I'm doing this by myself. Nobody has my back. And sometimes that's not even the case. There are people who literally don't have family, don't have friends, and they end up on poverty. I get that, I understand that. But there are some people who have aunts, uncles, but they don't want to rely on them because they feel like that aunt or that uncle did their mom bad, or they did them bad, or whatever the case may be. So they have pride and they don't want to bite the bullet and ask for help. So Seto is that person. And when I say that, it's because when he was living with his aunt, his idea was, I had to take care of my sister. I had to look out to her. And that to him that was just being by her side in his head. And the reason I say in his head is because after she passes, they do a dedication to her and showed how she spent her time alone in that bunker where she pretty much taking care of herself. He was gone. He wasn't there. If his whole thing was, I had to take care of my sister, he wasn't there. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit. Let's backtrack a little bit. His aunt treats them pretty good, in my opinion. She was cooking for them. They cleaned their own clothes, but she was cooking for them and she gave them a room to stay in. Her whole thing was, you have to contribute to the nation. Her husband, her daughter is out doing things for the country, and you're just sitting in a room with your sister the entire time. You're not doing anything in her eyes. In his mind, he's taking care of his sister. There's a lot of people that I know that in their mind, they're taking care of their family by just being there. And no, that's not the case. You have to go out and get a job. You have to go out and do something. You got to get some type of hustle going. And for Seto, this is during wartime. So there may be not a lot of opportunities out there for him, but he could have tried to do some type of hustle. He could have went and worked on the farm. He could have went and tried to help with the cleanup. He could have did something, and I feel like that would have sufficed for his aunt to make it seem like he's out contributing to the nation, so she would treat them a little bit better. Well, not even treat them better, because she wasn't treating them bad. She just wasn't cooking good food for them. She was cooking for them, but she wasn't cooking like extravagant meals, rice balls and stuff like that, like how she was for her family. For them, she was feeding them. She even came to him with an opportunity to sell her kimonos to get rice to contribute to the household. She could have just went ahead and did it herself and then just kept the rice to herself. That is an example of the aunts trying to teach Seto that, hey, you have to contribute to get something. Can't just go off of handouts. He didn't learn it. She didn't vocalize that to him. She just tried to show him. And since she didn't tell him that, he didn't pick up on it. That's a shame. There are people that I know will do the same thing. People can show them all day, but it just don't click that, hey, you have to go out and you have to contribute to get something. You can't just because you lost somebody, that is not an excuse for you to not get anything. You know what I'm saying? So you're in wartime. Seto is not the only person that lost a loved one. He's not the only person that lost his mother, not the only person that lost his father. But the fact that happened, it's like he's just stuck. And yeah, you everybody grieves different. Everybody goes through something. But if somebody that's helping you, telling you, hey, you should contribute a little bit more, you should do a little bit more, then do that. Hey, let's talk about in the comments what y'all think about it, man. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate everybody. If you stayed this long, I really appreciate you. Hey, more reviews coming, man. Be easy.